Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm super glad you stopped by because today we're diving into something spooky, chaotic, and honestly, a whole lot of fun. I've put together a list of 12 multiplayer horror and party games that will have you and your friends screaming, laughing, and maybe throwing controllers across the room. Whether you love creepy co-op, backstabbing social games, or just good old-fashioned chaos, this one's for you. Let's jump in. Repo. Let's start with one that's pure intensity from the jump. Repo is a co-op horror scavenger game developed by RLM, and it dropped early in 2024. You and up to 3 friends are dumped into this eerie sci-fi wasteland where your job is to collect robotic scrap from creepy, randomly generated facilities. But here's the twist. These places are crawling with horrifying alien tech monstrosities that don't exactly welcome visitors. The tension in this game builds fast. One second you're arguing about which door to open, and the next you're running for your life in total darkness. It's atmospheric, unpredictable, and every run feels like you're in a new nightmare. You can play it on PC through Steam, and it's a must-play if your squad likes high-stakes horror.
No, Michael, don't get involved in this.
Lethal Company. This one is just legendary at this point. Lethal Company was created by Zeekers and dropped in October 2023, and what started as a 4-player game exploded into a modded madhouse that now fits up to 16 chaotic souls. You and your teammates are corporate grunts, looting abandoned moons, dodging terrifying creatures while trying to hit your company's profit quota. The maps rotate, the monsters change, and every match becomes this perfect mix of horror and utter stupidity, especially when someone accidentally closes the door on a teammate mid-scream. You can grab it on Steam for PC, and it's one of those games where every session ends in absolute storytelling gold. Dead by Daylight. This one is an icon. Dead by Daylight, developed by Behavior Interactive, first dropped back in 2016, and it's still going strong for good reason. It's a 5-player asymmetric horror game, 1 killer versus 4 survivors, all trapped in creepy arenas trying to escape with their lives. The killer roster includes original slashers and famous faces like Freddy Krueger and the Demogorgon, while the survivors get loadouts full of perks to outwit them. The game keeps growing with constant updates and crossovers, and you can play it solo or with friends across pretty much every platform: PC, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, even mobile. It's the kind of game where every round turns into a horror movie, and you're either the final girl or the opening scene. Phasmophobia. Next up, Phasmophobia. This one is psychological horror at its finest. Created by Kinetic Games, this ghost hunting experience lets 1 to 4 players step into the shoes of paranormal investigators armed with spirit boxes, EMF readers, and very questionable courage. What makes it so chilling is how immersive it gets. Ghosts respond to your voice, lights flicker when you speak their names, and suddenly, hiding in a closet feels like your only hope. It launched on PC with VR support, and console versions are on the way. It's perfect for late-night sessions where everyone thinks they're brave until the ghost starts humming behind them. The Outlast Trials. Let's talk fear therapy. The Outlast Trials, developed by Red Barrels, throws 1 to 4 players into a Cold War-era experiment facility where you're not just surviving, you're being tested. Released in 2023, it takes the terrifying essence of the Outlast franchise and turns it into a co-op nightmare. You and your fellow patients must complete twisted missions while being stalked by sadistic enemies and brutal traps. There's no comfort here, just night vision, teamwork, and screaming as you're dragged into the dark. It's out on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox, and it is not for the faint of heart. Devour. Ever wanted to burn goats and banish demons with your besties? Devour has you covered. Made by Straightback Games and released in 2021, this 1 to 4 player indie horror gem puts you in cursed locations, each with its own demonic entity and terrifying lore. Whether it's a possessed cultist or a haunted asylum, the pacing is masterful, starting eerie, then descending into full panic as the demon begins hunting. The objectives are simple: collect items, survive, banish evil. But the real fun comes from the chaos when someone panics and forgets the ritual order. You can grab it on PC through Steam, and it's perfect for groups that love shared trauma with a side of laughter. This one is just brilliant. Content warning. Created by Landfall Games and released in 2024, flips the horror genre on its head. You and up to 3 friends play as desperate YouTubers diving into spooky underground caves, hoping to film scary content and go viral. You've got a camcorder, goofy voice changers, and absolutely no combat skills, just nerves and clout-chasing energy. It's all about getting footage of weird creatures without dying in the process, and somehow it's both hilarious and genuinely creepy. The maps are randomized, the physics are ridiculous, and the voice chat leads to some of the funniest moments you'll ever record. It's a Steam exclusive for now, and honestly, it's unlike anything else out there. Pummel Party. Chaos, betrayal, friendship-ending mini-games. That's Pummel Party in a nutshell. Developed by Rebuilt Games and released back in 2018, this 2 to 8 player party game is what you get when Mario Party grows up and starts throwing punches. You compete in deadly board game arenas filled with hilarious, violent mini-games using power-ups like shotguns, portals, and exploding presents to absolutely ruin your friend's day. It's a perfect mix of skill, luck, and pure pettiness. Available on PC via Steam, it's a go-to for anyone who wants a night of laughs and just enough rage to keep things spicy. Party animals. Ever seen a corgi suplex? A cat into the ocean? Welcome to Party Animals. Released in 2023 by Recreate Games, this 2 to 8 player brawler is all about floppy animal chaos. You play as stuffed animals with wobbly physics, battling it out in colorful, dangerous arenas, from submarines to icy rooftops. The controls are silly on purpose, leading to hilarious fights where one lucky punch can send someone flying. It's super cute on the outside, but wildly competitive underneath. You can jump in on PC or Xbox, and it's the kind of game that's perfect for both casual fun and sweaty rematches. Super Sus. If Among Us had a wild, dramatic cousin, it would be Super Sus. Developed by Pi Productions, this game cranks the betrayal party formula up to 11. It supports up to 15 players and brings in a whole set of roles, like Engineer, Guardian, and Trickster, that totally shake up the gameplay. There's real-time voice chat, multiple maps, and a huge community always ready for some social deduction chaos. It's available on mobile and can be played on PC with an emulator. Every round feels like a reality show where lies, drama, and last-second votes steal the spotlight. It's fun, addictive, and way more intense than you expect. Sons of the Forest. Last but not least, we've got Sons of the Forest. Developed by N-Night Games and released in 2023, this 1 to 8 player survival horror experience drops you on a mysterious island filled with cannibals, mutants, and secrets waiting to be uncovered. You'll build shelters, scavenge for food, and fight off increasingly terrifying enemies while trying to solve the island's dark mystery. The open world is stunning and brutal, and the game even gives you an AI companion who's both helpful and hilariously dumb. It's out on PC, and it's one of the most immersive survival games you'll ever play. And there you go, 12 multiplayer games packed with screams, laughs, betrayal, and full-blown chaos. Whether you're into creepy ghost hunts, brutal survival, or wild party showdowns, there's something in this list for you and your squad. If you found a new favorite, drop it in the comments, hit that like button, and don't forget to sub for more gaming madness. Until next time, stay spooky, stay awesome, and keep those controllers charged.